Hi, and welcome to Best in Tesla News, episode 107. The Tesla Model Y wins the Best Electric Vehicle Award 2022. Tesla is about to double their production in China. Sandy Munro opens up the PLAID motor and almost pissed his pants. And Jim Farley is out saying Ford is lacking the right talents. And Gigafactory in Texas might start deliveries next week. And Tesla is building some weird-looking double-decker supercharger. All this and much more to come on today's episode. Let's dive right in.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
Let me start by sending some love and prayers to the people of Ukraine that is fighting for their freedom. I cannot believe that Putin started a war in Europe in 2022. Madness. And as President Biden also tweeted, I spoke with the G7 leaders today and we are all in full agreement. We will limit Russia's ability to be part of the global economy. We will stun their ability to finance and grow Russia's military. We will impair their ability to compete in the high-tech 21st century economy. And Russia is the world's third largest oil producers and one of the world's leading oil exporters, as well as Europe's largest supplier of natural liquefied gas and provide up to 40% of its supply. And about a third of those shipments transit via Ukraine. So like we didn't have enough accelerators for the switch over to renewable energies, well, we just got yet another one. Oil and gas are a centralized form of energy which concentrate immense power in the hands of the few, like Russia here. Communities and household-owned renewables and EVs are decentralized energy. The more we get of these, the less power someone like Russia has with their dirty oil. We need to decentralize energy, take the power from the few and give it to the people. So maybe some good could come out of this evil, but I hope this war ends very soon so no more innocent people in the Ukraine have to die because of this madness. But enough of the bad news. That is the job of the mainstream media. So let's get back to the good news in the world of Tesla. And we have been talking about Tesla possibly building a new factory in China. We heard rumors all the way back in November 2021 and a couple of weeks ago as well, but this might turn out to be true because we just got some more rumors fueling the fire and they might start building it now. Tesla plans to start work on a new plant in Shanghai as soon as next month. That is in 2 days, as part of a plan to more than double production capacity in China to meet growing demand for its cars in the country and export markets to people familiar with the matter, told Reuters. Once the new plant is fully operational, Tesla will have the capacity to produce up to 2 million cars per year at its expanded Shanghai facilities. The company's main export hub, according to the people who asked to not be identified in discussing still private plans. And Tesla has projected to take the weekly production rate to about 22,000 vehicles at the plant in the coming months, one of the sources said. So no wonder Tesla is exporting a lot of cars from Shanghai, over 40,000 in January. So compared to 2021, where Tesla exported no cars in the first quarter, so Tesla is off to a very good start and still managed to sell more cars domestically in January, even though they exported 40,000 cars more in January compared to last January, where they exported 0 cars. And we did see a lot of pictures of Tesla's army of cars in Shanghai ready to be exported. They are not done for this quarter. And we can see the combined sale for the Shanghai factory has just blown up compared to 2020 or 2021. So wonder if Gordon still thinks that Tesla is having a disaster of a year in China. According to MIT data, Tesla China production was over 68,000 in January, up from 66,000 in December. And compared to last year, Tesla only produced about 25,000 cars in January. So Tesla's China production in January is up close to 180%. Very impressive. So Tesla is already at a run rate of over 800,000 units annually. And production in February is expected to be low because of Chinese New Year holiday. But what a great start to 2022 for Tesla in China. And if they break ground here in March for their supposed new factory, they could have that factory up and running already in June next year if they can build it as fast as the first time. This is huge, and Tesla is sandbagging as usual. I don't think anyone was counting on Tesla having a new factory up and running already next year. And Brian from My Tesla Weekend did an interview with Sandy Munro that is ripping apart the Plaid motor right now, and as Sandy put it, he almost pissed his pants.
We've just torn down the new Plaid electric motor.
Right.
And when I knew that they were wrapped in carbon fiber. Okay, that's an interesting idea, and it's good for making it lightweight, and it gives you a good air gap, and on and on. So there's a lot of. But when we cut inside, when we cut into it and we started looking at that electric motor, that is revolutionary.
Really?
Revolutionary. No one. I've seen electric motors for, who knows, eons. I'm an old guy. It's very, very seldom that I get surprised. When we cut that thing off and I looked inside and found out, first off, the first thing we did was we put green cloth on it, or green paper, to find out, where the lines are.
Right.
Well, guess what? This isn't offset. There's usually a clocking that you do for an electric motor.
Okay.
This one doesn't have it. And yet, when I drove it, I didn't feel pulse. None. This is revolutionary all by itself. I said, let's get that carbon fiber off. I want to see what's going on inside. We pulled that off. We about peed our pants. Because you know what? This is not made, what do you call them? The laminates are not made in one piece. That gives you a gap, which allows extra power, if you like, through the magnetics and whatnot that thing has. It's like I never seen it before. Actually, the actual laminates are heavier than what we normally see, and they're in the shape of a Star of David, like a Jewish star. I've never seen that before either.
Huh.
And the magnets themselves are about twice as powerful as the ones that were in the Model Y.
Wow. Wow.
Each magnet.
Wow.
And by the way, they're also glued together in one great big long bar. I mean, everything that you ever saw about how to manufacture an electric motor has been changed revolutionarily. The only thing that's the same is the shaft in the center. Everything else is different.
Wow.
Now, I'm going to make a big prediction. I'm going to say that that's the motor they're going to stick into the Cybertruck. And the reason for that is because they can get so much more power out of it. It doesn't matter about high speed and things like that. This is just going to give a ton more more power.
Yes, the Plaid motor is something he has never seen before. Revolutionary. Yet again, something no one else has. And Sandy said he thinks they will put the Plaid motor in the Cybertruck. Like that beast wasn't mean enough. I did just make a whole video about that, so if you want to jump into the deep end of that one, go check that video out. But yet again, Sandy is just blown away by the engineering that Tesla has done. The amount of innovation Tesla is doing is just nuts. Tesla has changed the whole way we make an electric motor. Man, nothing but revolutionary. And Sandy did also make a whole 30 minutes video about the Plaid motor and just how good engineering this is. As Sandy put it, Tesla must have invented some new physics or something.
Like the sign says, is the Model 3 front. This is the Model Y front. Is the Model 3 rear. is the Model Y rear. This is good engineering. This is forward and backward compatible. This is what I like to see. This is the rotor, and you can see that it's got a wrap on it. The wrap is made out of carbon fiber. That's something we've never seen before, and that's kind of amazing. But then we put the green paper on here, and that is not what I was expecting to see. This one is doing something magic. I'm astounded, I guess would be the right word. I've never seen anything like this before, and I think it's because Tesla's invented some new physics or something. I've never seen anything that looks like that. I've never seen anything like this before.
You can see that these are in here. They don't touch on the outside here, so they've removed that bridge that is on a normal laminate stack, and that has allowed them to get much better power and torque from this rotor. So they've patented this, and they're claiming in the patent that they're actually getting a 25% increase in peak torque and peak power because of building their laminate stack this way. And as you can see, the Model S does have the strongest force to pull this bolt off of the magnet.
This car is full of surprises.
Yes, a very good showcase of how Tesla is not sitting still, and while the others are just making an electric car, Tesla has reinvented the whole electric motor. Yeah, good luck catching up to this one. And I will leave the link to Brian's whole video down below. Definitely go check it out, and don't forget to subscribe and support Brian while you're at it. And I will also leave the link to Sandy's whole video as well. And one that really wants to catch up with Tesla is Ford, and Jim Farley was out yet again talking about how different it is building an EV compared to an ICE car, and that Ford has too many people and lack the talent. Because the people Ford has lack the talent to execute the shift to electric cars. So what Jim is saying here is that they have the wrong people for the job. And as he has talked about before, he admired Tesla for their ability to attract the right talent, and finding talent for the shift is top of mind of the whole industry. But as we know, new engineers in the US wants to go to work for SpaceX and Tesla. So Ford have to settle for Tesla's leftover. But Jim makes a good showcase of just how difficult it is for legacy automakers that is not all in on EVs as they say they are, because 95% of their business are still ICE car, so they have to run two divisions at the same time. As Jim said, Ford's two powertrain division, one making engines for gas-powered cars and the other batteries for EVs, are under-earning. They are held back by bloated workforce, over complexity between the two divisions, and excessive investment. We have too many people, we have too much investment, we have too much complexity. I think Jim is hinting at a major reconstruction of their company workforce. And Jim gets that they need new people with the right talent to be even able to make this shift to EVs. But unfortunately, he did also talk about how they can make their ICE part of the business less complex and so on. But I do think this is not a good idea to spend too much money, time and effort on their ICE business that will soon go away. But this is in my opinion what legacy automakers don't seem to get, not even Ford that is slowly waking up, is how fast this shift will go. Sounds like Jim still thinks they will have a couple of decades with their ICE business and want to make it more profitable. I will say, put all your money and effort and resources into your EV business and let the other one fade away. But I am also a believer that after this decade there won't really be a big ICE market left, but we'll have to wait and see how all of this plays out. And Holmar's catalog was out tweeting a little tweet about Tesla's full self-driving. As he wrote, "It blows my mind that people want Tesla to abandon their differentiated approach to autonomy, to throw their lot in with the Laidor losers, none of whom have managed to build a successful business in over a decade." And James here joined in and wrote, "I have created this little pie chart to illustrate the point you are making graphically." And Elon also thought this was funny and replied, Laidor is a seductive local maximum. SpaceX designed and built them to dock with the ISS. However, the road system was designed to work with biological neural nets and eyes, so a general solution to self-driving necessarily will require silicon neural nets and cameras, real-world AI. Yes, Tesla is the one that is trying to make a general solution, and everyone else is relying on geofencing, and therefore per definition will never get to level 5 because that requires no geofencing, and they will not be able to map the whole world that is changing all the time. They are driving towards a dead end. Tesla is the only one that is doing what needs to be done. And let's get our weekly update about the Gigafactories. That means handing it over to Brian from My Tesla Weekend. Take it away, Brian.
Well, happy Sunday, one and all. It is that time again, a side-by-side construction update for all the Gigafactory sites. Starting in Shanghai, as we do, there is good news in the northwest corner. All of the dirt has been backfilled over the new footings. That means it's curing. And in a week or two, we could see the steelwork commence. Further down the west side, same story. Doesn't look like much, but the fact that the dirt is backfilled over means the pouring is done and steelwork may begin soon. Week or two, maybe 3 at the most. In the south, that building is going great. It's getting walls, it's getting more work done on the roof. I suspect something's going on in the interior, but you just can't tell. That's how far along it is. In Berlin, it doesn't look like much, but I assure you there's plenty. The 4680 building is getting more walls. The roof material has been delivered to seal off the top. That means we could, in the next month or so, start seeing significant work going on inside. Pond area has been graded some more. That's interesting. And by the rail yard, there's been trees cleared. Something's going in over there. Curious to see what. Over in the loading and logistics area, there's been a whole new section getting pavement, and the loading and logistics lot is in use. Yeah, those are Model Ys. Those are trucks. Good stuff going on there. In Texas, there's, of course, more concrete going in the south, and a lot of them pretty Model Ys parked outside, waiting, I assume, for delivery. The solar panels on the roof have expanded, and new solar panels have been delivered to the east side of the roof. Those will be going in soon. The giant pile of dirt has gotten much smaller because the grading area in the northeast continues. So my question for Slap Nation, be nice, is when do you think the first Model Y will be delivered to a customer from Texas?
Well, let's hear it from the Slap Nation down below what you think. When do you think Tesla will deliver the first Model Ys from the Giga Texas factory? I think it will be soon, very soon. Hopefully I can report on this next week. Because since Brian made this video for us, we have seen this tweet from Jared Walney, sharing a reservation for his Model Y with a VIN number that has an A on the 11th place in the number, which should indicate Austin state of Fremont. And he also got an estimate delivery from the 1st to the 29th of March. So delivery should start next week if all of this holds true. So that is my bet, Brian. We will see the first deliveries next week. Crossing my fingers. Also because we saw that apparently Tesla Model Y from the Giga Texas factory is just one EPA approval away from the first deliveries. So yeah, a tsunami is about to take off. And I just wanted to add this picture of the solar panels being put up, and as you can see they are putting it down in a specific pattern. This looks very much like the beginning of the E in Tesla, so this rumor might be true that the solar panels will end up spelling Tesla, as I showed in my news episode 104. Very cool. But thank you so much for the update, Brian. See you next week. And let's squeeze in the last short news topics into this news show. Yes, it's time for the Tesla Shorts. The Model Y wins Cars.com's Best Electric Vehicle of 2022 award. We should probably get used to the Model Y taking over from the Model 3's winning streak over the last 4 years. As I said before, the Model Y is just the perfect family car, and Car.com said it checks a lot of boxes for consumers who have been considering making the jump to EVs. Yep, no compromises here, and 2022 will be the year of the Model Y. And don't forget to check out my last episode of my little 3-part series about my extreme road trip, where I put the Tesla Model 3 to the extreme. It is one of my most liked videos on my channel. The reviews I have gotten for this little series has just been mind-boggling, and thank you so much for all your very kind words about the work that I have put into this little documentary. Thank you so much. And if you haven't seen it yet, well, what are you doing? Go check it out so you don't miss out. And full self-driving beta has come to Canada, so the slow and steady expansion of the beta testers continue. I got some service done on my Tesla this week, and the experience was just awesome. I have actually made a whole video about this, about Tesla's service and why I think Tesla is changing the whole way the auto industry does service. Link down below if you haven't seen that one already. And the Tesla Model Y has now started being delivered to customers in the UK. Tesla has revealed a little video about their delivery event that was massive, with upwards of 1,000 Model Ys being picked up. Wow. And we have heard from Joe Justice that Tesla, when he worked for them, was making about 27 changes to the Model S and its production line per week. And Elon just confirmed this on Twitter, saying sometimes 20 small changes in a single week. And he also explained how they can keep production going. Small changes usually affect production for less than an hour, as they are applied to the new stations during breaks. Big change may impact output for a day or two. And to put this into perspective, normally big changes take years to implement for the other OEMs. And Tobias shared this picture on Twitter, which look like there are superchargers on 2 levels. Yeah, if you have any idea what this is for, please let me know in the comments below. My guess is that maybe they are testing out if they can charge the cars while they are sitting on the car carrier, meaning they don't have to move the car to the chargers and then move them to the carrier afterwards. But I don't know if this would make sense at all, but please share your thoughts what this is down below. And Tesla shared this video in the beginning of February, but I just never saw it before I saw this article from Clean Technica this week, so I just wanted to share it with you guys. A video of their big new battery in Alaska, and wrote Alaska's Kenai Peninsula has historically relied on gas turbines to distribute power to the community up to 4 months of the year. To reduce the community's reliance on fossil fuel to power the turbines, Homo Electric installed 37 Tesla Megapacks, providing grid stability even in freezing temperatures. And Ford CEO Jim Farley recently spoke during a virtual Auto Tech conference, in which he spoke about Ford's plan of the future. During the webcast, he especially named Tesla and NIO as the biggest competitors. Not GM, funny enough, since Mary is leading the way, but votes to beat them. He also denied previous reported rumors about Ford's plans to spin off its EV part of their business to increase value. And we know Tesla is far ahead in software, but it seems someone like Lucid is not really running their own software, but what appears to be running some form of Android with their skin on top of it. This is a bit worrying. Hope this doesn't mean anything and Lucid will get a lot of great over-the-air updates that will bring a lot of new features to the car, improve the laggy and buggy software we see from owners that Lucid have right now. And while we wait for Tesla to really come to Africa, Tesla is putting up some more chargers on the continent, 3 more in Morocco. And we have some news about the Fisker Ocean. Fisker just tweeted it's official, 50 Fisker Ocean prototypes under construction. Wow, I thought we should never get to see this car, but it seems like they are producing the prototype now, so that is a nice step in the right direction. Still a very, very long way to go to volume production, but still nice to see some progress. I did report on India doing a project like this, but now California has a similar project in development, covering 4,000 miles of channels in California with solar panels, helping prevent water evaporation and doesn't take up any more space and generates electricity. A win-win, win-win, win. And Drag Times got their hands on a Tesla Model S Plaid and raced it against Porsche's beautiful 992 Turbo S that cost about $470,000. But the big electric family SUV left the Porsche behind. Yeah, the Plaid motor is, as Elon said, alien technology. And they did also test the Plaid Model S against the Lucid and the Porsche Taycan Turbo S, but the Plaid of course made the Taycan look like a non-performance car and even lost to the Lucid as well. This is also a good showcase of no, the old legacy automakers can't use their 100 years of experience to outperform even the new kids on the block when it comes to EVs. And again, Tesla is just in a league of its own with their alien technology. And West Virginia wants to ban Tesla and others from sending over-the-air updates to customers' cars. Now this is just stupid. I know the dealers are just desperately trying to stay alive, and software is going to be a big reason why they don't survive. But this is just stupid. You also need to acknowledge when you are defeated. And before we end off with a bit of fun, I just want to make a quick shout out to my newest patrons of this YouTube channel. Ty Soner, Manuel Schafter, E. Snyder, and Jean Paul Jolly. Thank you so much for all your support. I am doing this all by myself, but you guys are all the producers of this new show. Thank you. And a big and special thanks to Supporter of the Week, and this week's winner is Spock. He is of course a Best in Tesla superhero and has been for the last 13 months. So thank you so much for all the support, Spock. Contact me on this email address so I can get your address so I can send you your t-shirt or mug of your choice. Thank you. And let's end off with a bit of fun. The picture that sums up Bezos' idea of a rocket company. Yeah, Bezos, get back to work and stop digging around. That is all we have time for in this new show. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps this video out a lot. And if you did like it, maybe you want to consider hitting that subscribe button, notification bell, so you don't miss out on future videos just like this one. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support, and if you want to support the channel even more, remember you can, for as little as $1, become a patron of this channel and get your shout out on this show. You can also become a member of the YouTube channel to get a shout out and some extra perks. Hit the members button to find out more. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. I tweet all the news as it comes out and more. And check out the merch store to get some merchandise and support the show. Now it's also possible to support the show without buying anything, becoming a member or a patron. There is a link to donation options in the show notes. But going forward, I will be making more videos for patrons and members only. And I will give my YouTube members and patrons early access to my videos whenever possible and make my videos ads free for members and patrons only. So don't miss out. Thank you for watching. And until next time, take care out there and be nice.